And what is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the Blackfire Technical Analysis YouTube channel. I am your host, Crypto Bro, also known as Brian. Hello, humbly, I bid you adieu. How are you? And we are back at it again with another edition of the daily live stream. Currently, my wife is in another state, and she will be there for the next 2 weeks. So I am trying to fill the void in my soul with anal. No, a little bit of a joke with some analysis. With some analysis. We have plenty of requests, and I mean plenty of requests here today to keep this stream going for as long as possible. On top of the bulk main analysis that I'm going to provide for you today. Thank you for being here. If you're, I see we do already have a viewer here. If you're new to the channel, if you happen to drop on by, if you happen to like what you see, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell, as you will get the notifications when we go live, and any notifications for any future upcoming projects as far as instructional videos are concerned. Haven't done instructionals for a while, but I'm coming up with some ideas, thinking about what I want to present to the community. But yeah. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. And if you're part of the Blackfire Technical Analysis Facebook community and you are watching this content and you have not subscribed, what are you doing? What are you doing? But we're just gonna hop right into it here today. Absolutely bullish. Yes, I understand. Nasdaq did close with a doji style candlestick here, as well as SPY futures and Dow Jones, but nonetheless closing on new all-time highs today. Did we meet any Fibonacci extensions? No, not close enough just yet. But this year's support here has been confirmed. $15,700 has been confirmed as new tentative support. Again, we don't look for the initial break. We actually look for the back test to confirm it as new tentative support before we're convinced. And I am convinced that we are holding as support right now. Now, it wouldn't be out of the question to see, again, new all-time highs. Reversal style formation here. It wouldn't be out of the question to see another little bit of a back pull into that support. Maybe see some kind of higher low structure. Maybe even a little bit lower to the red 10 simple. But as far as price action is concerned, I am looking for extension overall to the 1.272, somewhere around 16,000. What, $30, give or take? 16,050, somewhere in that region. But coming over to stochastics here, again, we are seeing this formation deep in the bullish critical zone here. We do have potential bearish divergence present right now. Again, this is potential. This is not confirmed. This is potential. We are seeing a little bit of a lower, potential lower high, possibly in formation in conjunction with the all-time high here. But again, for that to be confirmed, we need to see an actual top confirm here, which would be signified on the RSI, and across that exponential to the downside with continuation further south. That would be indicative of some type of bearish divergence to play out. Again, it wouldn't be destructive in my opinion. Stochastics has been deep in the bullish critical zone for quite some time here. RSI again coming up to the bottom side of that bullish control zone, structurally looking pretty decent. I do believe we have a structural trend line here to be in consideration of. Yeah, I would count that, as a structural diagonal here. And again, that's more or less talking about the long term. No, we don't have anything. This is kind of our start point here. We did see a little bit of a bounce off of this, the bearish control zone and that structural trend line here, sending RSI all the way up towards the bullish control zone. Again, a little bit of a divvy right now, nothing too concerning. Price action isn't getting crushed to the downside, so I do believe for now there is minimal sell pressure for NASDAQ. Again, barring any significant complications to the downside. Again, expect a little bit of a pullback. I am going to be looking for a little bit of a pullback, but until proven otherwise, any pullback is likely to lead into another higher low before this one continues onwards and upwards. If at all, it could just as easily continue after seeing a little bit of sell pressure. It could just as easily continue to the upside. Again, we are coming off a reversal style candlestick formation here. And again, reversal style is not indicative of the direction of price action to come. All that's telling us is, hey, there was a little bit of indecision in the market here on closure today, although a little bit more bullish looking in my opinion with that long shadow to the downside. you know, I am convinced, you know, price action cruises its way to $16,000 for the first time in its history at some given point. The only thing that would convince me otherwise would be an open and closure below the 21 exponential here at 15,415. And look at that, it is perfectly aligned with this horizontal support level right here. That's it. Any closure below there, likely we see price action move all the way down to this region here, 15,130, and likely we start seeing a little bit of a downtrend generate as a result. Obviously seeing bounces along the way. I was actually asked to kind of like illustrate what I'm looking at. So this is the support that I'm looking at here. If we continue to hold this support here, one spot 272 is going to be a very easy target in my opinion for price action. But you know, any break below there, I'll be looking for the red 10 simple here. Anything lower than the red 10 simple, I'll look for a test of the 21. And again, realistically, we could see price action base a higher low in this region as well, due to the fact that this region proves to be higher than the current low right here. And a higher low there would be confirmed as a higher low. As long as we remain above the current low at 15,320, any low that generates above that region would be classified, in my opinion, as a technical higher low, which indeed would be confirmation of uptrend continuation, right? The trend is your friend until the end of the trend, and until the trend gives us a signal of reversal, which would be a candle closure below the current low, I'm going to be looking for the moon here. And not only that, but look at our exponentials here. We do see our red 10 simple, boom, absolutely vertical above the 21 here, and the 21 absolutely north as well. I don't see any signs of negative pressure, to be quite honest with you, and until proven otherwise, I'm looking north on this one. SPY futures, same fucking thing. Actually seeing a little bit more of a red candle, a red reversal, but the disposition stays the same, except look at this one. The target has been met. The target has been met. The target has been met, ladies and gentlemen. Price action on SPY futures here, cruising its way up to the 1 spot 272 Fibonacci extension target here, and that target has been met. Seeing a little bit of a sell-off as a result of that target being met is not by any means out of the question here. However, we do have a significant support level to be in consideration of here. This would be the change of behavior point if price action decides to close below there. Although macro change of behavior, no. This, a closure below this current support level here just tells me, hey, maybe we're looking for a legitimate decent cool off in price action here, and pull back to the 21 exponential and even lower to the support level here at 44.77 would not be out of the question. Again, if that condition is met. We do have a horizontal to print here. Boom. For now, yeah, I would be looking for a little bit of a pullback to the support level here, right around the red 10 simple, somewhere around 45.65 spot 50. Unless proven otherwise. We did meet the 1 spot 272 Fibonacci extension target here. So anytime we hit one of those targets, especially extension targets, you guys, please remember, pullbacks are always a major possibility, right? We're coming on new all-time highs that were just confirmed. Yes, this candle is red, but guess what? This candle is still closed on new all-time highs. Whipped up to meet that 1 spot 272 Fibonacci extension target. And again, when we're talking about extension targets, we have to remember those are basically unknowns, right? Those are unknown levels, right? Unmatched levels for price action when we're looking at extensions. Typically, when I play with extensions, you guys, I'm looking for new all-time highs. And anytime we see a new all-time high at an extension level, I'm looking for some kind of sell pressure. Again, it doesn't have to be catastrophic sell pressure. It could be catastrophic sell pressure, but nonetheless, I always look for sell pressure at 1 spot 272 Fibonacci, or any Fibonacci extensions for that matter, just for the simple fact that we are in uncharted territory. We are in price discovery regions right now. We're seeing price action in a position that has never been before, coming off of an extension target being met. You kind of have to, again, I don't like to use the word expect because one of my favorite quotes is prepare for everything, expect nothing. But at the same time, you almost have to expect a little bit of sell pressure when we see new all-time highs, especially new all-time highs that hit critical Fibonacci extension targets here, and we saw that right now. Bitcoin is going to come after Dow Jones and the US dollar here. Once I get those two knocked out, we're going to do Bitcoin right after those. Bear with me, guys. We got a lot to cover tonight. We got about probably a 2-hour stream coming in here today, so bear with me. Give me just 1 second. Taking a sip. So for this asset, again, same thing as NASDAQ. Yes, generally I'm looking for continuation, but look at the divergence between the 21 and price action right now. It wouldn't be out of the question to see, a little bit of a reversal, a short-term time frame reversal below the current low here. That wouldn't be devastating in my opinion. What would be more devastating would be a closure below the macro low, and we can see how well and far away from the macro low price action is at the current moment in time. So yes, a little concern for short-term traders if we do see a little bit of a reversal on the short-term time frames, but for the macro here, I would be looking for some kind of macro structure to potentially generate as a result of this formation here. Pay attention to the red 10 simple right now. Again, I want to play it level by level here, you guys. Any closure below the red 10 simple in conjunction with this horizontal support, I'll look for the next level, which is the current low. Any closure below the current low at 45.45, I'm going to be looking for a general pullback all the way to the yellow 21 exponential here. That is going to be my first generated target for any kind of decline in price action here. Any closure below there, things do get a little bit more concerning, but again, for the macro, not too much here. I would be targeting the next level down, and that's where I'll leave it. Somewhere around 44.75 would be my overall downside target if we do see some kind of short-term time frame reversal. What does short-term time frames look like here on this one? Not bad. Looks like extension. We're getting a little bit of bearish divergence playing out. Actually, a lot of bearish divergence playing out here on the shorter-term time frame. Shorter-term time frames do suggest a little bit more of a pullback. Again, not out of the question. Not out of the question, you guys. Again, coming off of new all-time highs, wouldn't be out of question to see some kind of pullback with all the big three. We'll go ahead and move on to Dow Jones here. I did get a request for Bitcoin here. We will definitely do Bitcoin, being my favorite asset. Dow Jones, again, a similar formation here, closing on a doji style candlestick, but guess what? Closing on new all-time highs. If we confirm this support level here at 35,865, we'll just call it 35.9. If we confirm that region here as new tentative support, I will look for extension to the 1.272 Fibonacci extension, somewhere around 36,150. We do see stochastics here curling back up. I do like that coiling shit, man. That coiling stuff really gets me going here, and we do see a potential fresh cross. I do believe if we hold this region here as support, we will see a fresh cross initiate, and that will convince me that the 1.272 is likely the next target here. RSI, again, back up at that resistance once more here. Does it reject again, or does it get broken here? That is the question. If we do break this resistance, we will have confirmed a new high on RSI for the first time since this region here, 6/4, June 4th. And again, yes, I'm not talking about the inconsequential highs. I'm talking about this major resistance here. We'll have broken that resistance for the first time since the 4th of June, 2021. That would be a significant signal, in my opinion, for general continuation as a whole. We do see volatility collapsing a little bit below the moving average here. I do question what that's going to be like in the coming days here. Does it continue to contract? If so, maybe we see a little bit of a consolidation phase, either on this support level or within this region here where this support level is at 35,630. Wouldn't be out of the question, but given what price action did today, closed on new all-time highs, I have to be confident in saying I'm going to be looking for new all-time highs until proven otherwise, and the same conditions apply for that otherwise here. Actually going to need to move my support level here. This is the support that I'm paying attention to, 35,550. Any closure below there, I'll look for the 21 exponential as a potential test. Again, macro, from a macro perspective, this is our macro low here. I only get concerned as far as the bullish perspective is concerned, only if we close below the macro low at 35,825. But until that condition is met, any low that we generate above that macro high or low would be considered a higher low structure for this asset, and would be out of the question to see another higher low generate and then another boom to new all-time highs. But the way price action is looking right now, let's go ahead and look at the 4-hour. What is it suggesting? Suggesting continuation, actually. Suggesting continuation. Our RSI looking for entry into the bullish control zone here. Stochastics curling up off the bottom side of the bullish control zone as well, looking really bullish. The only thing that's a little concerning is volatility is being crushed. But again, this is shorter term time frames. I take volatility a little less serious on shorter term time frames than I do like the daily or the weekly. But it does suggest a little bit of sideways price action, at least for the the shorter term time frames, and we're already seeing a little bit of that play out, but new all-time highs nonetheless. And generally speaking, for Dow Jones, I am looking for continuation. So that's going to do it for Dow Jones. We're going to go ahead and move on to the US dollar index. Boom. Man, sometimes I don't even know what the fuck to make out of this one, but you know, technically speaking, we are coming off of a macro higher low here. Continuation is the main game, but look at the 21 exponential right now, completely fucking sideways. This is a weird one to analyze because we have a lot of different conflicting indications here. First off, we have rejection of this resistance here twice at 94.37, and then sending it below support. Boom, confirming this region here at 94 even as resistance. That alone, again, barring any other technical indicators, tells me that likely the most likely course for this one is down. I am going to be looking for 93.57 to be a general tested target here. The 21 does not seem to be holding price action very well right now. Again, I look at slope analysis very, very, very keenly here, and the 21 is basically sideways. The 21 is basically sideways right now, and volatility is not fucking suggesting sideways price action. It's actually suggesting expansion, either one way or the other. For now, though, we do have rejection. We do technically have a lower high here in conjunction with the current high here. So maybe we have a little bit of a downtrend in formation. Again, this is a lower low. Remember, it's all about perspective, you guys. You know, when in doubt, pull out. If you know you pull it out, you say, yeah, you know, it's possible that this is a structural higher low here that likely sends price action further north. But then you zoom in, and you got to think of this too. You know, this was confirmed as a change of behavior after we, you know, basically confirmed a lower low in conjunction with the past few lows here. You have to take both. Again, you have to take every consideration. You know, you have to take every factor into consideration when analyzing price action. Yes, while the higher term time frames take precedence and the macro structure takes precedence, that does not take away the possibility of anything happening. And we do have a little bit of a micro downtrend in formation here, and until proven otherwise, I am going to be targeting a little bit lower. The 21 does not look healthy. The red 10 is below the 21. I'd like to see lower periods trade above higher periods, and things are looking a little sloppy here. We do see stochastics curling a little bit, seeing a little bit of downside pressure here, looking like it wants to potentially reject the 50 read. Again, remember, just because we see an initial break above the 50 read, let me draw it out. Just because we see a little bit of a break of the 50 read does not mean we cannot see it reject the 50 read. If we see anything like that happens, I am going to classify that as a rejection of the 50 read, which will be a bearish indication here on the daily time frame. RSI, again, that long-term structure still holding true, but this is where I got excited here, you guys. This is where I got excited. I said, okay, we have a little bit of power generating off of this diagonal support line here. Boom, we broke through the exponential of the RSI. Forced it positive for quite some time, and then boom, rejected it right back below the exponential, basically positioning that exponential to a negative slope once again. I am classifying that as a rejection of the negatively sloped exponential here, which is not a good indication in my opinion here. Looking at price action though, you know, if we do reverse and break back above 94 bucks even here, yeah, I will look for another test of that 94.37 region here. But I don't get excited until we close above that. Right? I don't get excited until we close above that. For now, we got a lot of pressure on that 21 exponential. I'm looking for that 21 exponential to potentially reject, especially with the force that we're seeing rejection right now, and expansion to the downside. Maybe this is a little bit of a bull trap. This is very possible that we're looking at a potential bull trap here for the U.S. dollar index. And if we continue below this support level here at 93.58, that likely becomes a confirmation on whatever stream is confirmed. Holy shit, sorry about my English here. We have 3 viewers. Welcome, viewers. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for being a part of the channel. Thanks for jamming out to the music. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them in the YouTube comments. I'm here. If you have any requests, drop them. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell. The channel is really, really small right now. I'm looking to expand. I'm looking to learn from others and teach others as well about the beautiful art called technical analysis. That's where I'm going to leave the US dollar index. I'm going to move on to Bitcoin. I know everybody's excited about Bitcoin. It's a little boring, to be quite honest with you, and consolidation is the name of this game here. Yes, we do see the 21 exponential is positive right now. Excuse me, 1 second. I need a sip. The 21 exponential is positive. Right, the 21 exponential is positive, but I'm getting a couple of bullish, actually one bullish indication that I'm taking very seriously right now. a couple. I'll say a couple. The first one, number one, we're testing that 21 constantly, and it's holding, right? We're seeing buy pressure on the 21 exponential. Great, right? Red 10 simple, I'm kind of classifying that as inconsequential. It's trading above the 21. It's inconsequential right now. What's really interesting here is we are seeing a little bit of a diagonal trend line in formation for stochastics here. Boom. If this cross is confirmed and continues further up, we will have a diagonal trend line confirmed on Bitcoin here. And more to the point, it'll be a rejection of the top side of the bearish control zone, which is awesome, in my opinion, from the bullish perspective. Coming off of a low, which could be classified as a macro structural high or low. We haven't seen a very significant low since this region here, and now we got a couple. Technically it is a change of behavior, but guess what? We're in a range right now. We're definitely consolidating. Volatility is definitely truthful in the factor that we are consolidating. If I can zoom it in here, fuck, how many times do I gotta click it? Jesus Christ. So we do see a major collapse here in volatility, and what that tells me is that likely we see a little bit of a range. Let's see if we have any kind of resolution point for this. I'm actually kind of curious. I mean, really though, it's a long time. Technically before resolution. The first January 2022 is possibly when we see resolution to this. Now, does that mean anything for price action? I'm paying attention to levels. Again, pay attention to the levels, pay attention to the 21. Again, if you're trading the 21 like I am, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm trading the 21 here. I'm seeing price action remain above the 21, actually getting a little faked out here on the 21. I've been holding a position for a little while on this 21 test, and I'm starting to get a little bored with it. But again, I'm staying disciplined here, managing my risk off the 21 as the 21 continues to increase. At some point, if price action, continues to remain above the 21 and the 21 continues to go up, I'm going to be in the profit at some point here. But as far as price action is concerned, guys, again, keep it simple, stupid is what I always tell myself here. We're consolidating. This is definitely a range, and it's playing like a range here. Obviously, the range tightening up a little bit here from a candle body perspective, but when looking at a range, I always pay attention to the wicks as well. We do see stochastics, again, curling up. This is definitely an indication of positive momentum from the bullish perspective. A little bit concerning movement from the stochastics, or excuse me, the RSI, but we do have this diagonal trend line to consider. Seeing our RSI continue down to this trend line here and then bouncing off that region, not out of the question. For price action though, what I'm looking for, I'm looking for two things. I'm only looking for two things. First thing, a candle closure above the current resistance at 63,200. If that condition is met, no question, I'm looking for new all-time highs. No question, I'm looking for. Oh, I got a comment. 0.50 retrace is at 53. So beautiful point here. Beautiful point here. So yes, this could very well be an inconsequential low on the 21 here. And again, the 21, while it's my trading strategy, isn't the determining factor for the trend of an asset, right? It is not the single sole determining factor of how I view an asset, right? Yes, retracement possibilities we will get to, but for the upside, any candle closure above 63,200 here, no question, I'm looking for new all-time highs. This will be confirmed as that structural high or low, and I will be looking for continuation to that $73,000 target. However, it is very possible and very likely that we see a closure below 57,650, and if that condition is met, I'm going to be looking at anywhere in this blue box territory to be that structural high or low location, right? I will be looking for price action. Generally, give me a second, I got to get my tools out here. I will be looking for price action to generally come down anywhere in this region here. Anywhere in this region is fair game to potentially, basically confirm a macro high or low and then continue onwards and upwards to new all-time highs. Yes, that is one of the possibilities. We could see a new structural low, right? A structural low. This could very easily not be a structural low, right? This could be inconsequential, and that happens a lot in the market. What is a consequential low or a structural low is this one right here, and previously this one right here, right? A couple of these lows that were confirmed are inconsequential technically, right? That's why we play it level by level, ladies and gentlemen, because you see an uptrend, and then all of a sudden, you know, an inconsequential higher low gets taken out, and everybody starts freaking the fuck out. Oh my God, Bitcoin's crashing. Oh my God, this is crashing, that's crashing. When in reality, the low that was taken out is probably an insignificant low that has nothing to do with the general trend, right? That's why we pay attention to the structure as a whole. Give me 1 second. I got some real dry mouth here today. Very excited for the stream. So yeah, technically we could see price action revert to this region here. And to be quite honest with you, again, we have a couple of conflicting indications here. RSI does not indicate continuation at the current, right? To me, it doesn't indicate continuation. Stochastics does, right? What Stochastics is telling me that we see is that we see continuation to new all-time highs, especially with that bounce off that diagonal trend line here. But what RSI is indicating to me is that maybe it's possible we see a further retracement to this support level here at 52,000, maybe 53,000 bucks, to confirm a higher low structure here before continuing to new all-time highs. Again, we do have that diagonal trend line structure here to consider for RSI. Again, at the end of the day, yes, momentum indicators are nice, they're pretty, they're beautiful, they can give you great signals, but what the most important thing to pay attention to, in my opinion here, is today, price action and horizontal support and resistance. That is the only fundamental factor that I'm paying attention to determine whether or not this one's continuing, you know, sooner rather than later to all-time highs, or whether or not we're going to see, you know, continuation to the downside first before new all-time highs. At the end of the day, I don't believe Bitcoin reverts off of new macro lows to confirm a macro higher low, which is confirmed. This is a macro higher low. I don't believe that we see, you know, Bitcoin revert to barely kiss new all-time highs and then enter a fucking full-on bear market. I don't think that's what's going on here. I think maybe we're seeing a little bit of sell pressure, maybe a little bit of cool-off period here. You know, range traders taking over. Big accounts are kind of taking a step back a little bit, letting this thing go for a little while, and realistically, I don't think this is the first, you know, touch of a new all-time high. I think this one has a fuck ton to go for further new all-time highs. Now, according to my position here, yeah, things get a little concerning here as far as my position is going. If we do see open and closures below the 21, because I'm gonna have to exit. I'm gonna have to look for short opportunities all the way down to 53,000 bucks. But for now, as long as price action remains above the 21 exponential, I'm gonna be looking for continuation at the end of the day here. Again, that's just, you know, per my strategy, things like that. Got some comments. Mattis Matani. I hope I'm saying that right, my dude. If I said that incorrectly, I do apologize. Mattis Matani. There's a guy in Twitter called Devin the Wave, and he's calling for a retrace. Momentum is down for sure. Yeah, again, that's, you know, that's definitely one of the possibilities. Like I said before, RSI is definitely showing you a decrease in momentum here. Obviously, you know, confirming lows along the way, but hitting that hitting that negatively sloped exponential with resistance here. Again, I take RSI very seriously, especially when it comes to slope analysis. And, you know, as long as RSI is below that exponential here, I'm going to be looking for it to reject. Again, that is one of the possibilities here. Again, retracement to the $50,000, you know, $50,000. Again, anywhere in this blue box territory, in my opinion, is definitely a possibility for retracement calls here for Bitcoin. But at the end of the day, momentum likely resets. Momentum likely resets, and momentum likely shifts to the upside at the end of the day and continues to new all-time highs. But for the short term, medium term here, play it safe. I like to play it via the indications that I receive. I have received no indication here of downside momentum, significant downside momentum, nor upside momentum at the same time. I'm looking at this more or less like a range, right? And I'm paying attention to two horizontals, 63,175 to the upside, at which, if broken, I think momentum doesn't fucking matter, and the one spot 272 becomes my next target at $73,000. And on the flip side here, a closure below 57,600 here tells me that momentum shift to the downside likely initiates and continues into that blue box territory here. And again, we have conflicting indicators, right? We have crushed volatility, which tells me consolidation, which we're already confirming. This is consolidation here. Volatility has confirmed that. We have stochastics here that says momentum shift to the upside, and we have RSI here that indicates momentum shift to the downside. We have a plethora of indicators that tell us a plethora of different possibilities, which is why I always, you know, when I see indicators that are all conflicting, I boom, in my head, boom, get rid of them. Indicators don't matter. Price action and horizontals matter. That is the only thing, in my opinion, that matters to basically determine whether or not this one's coming to the upside or to the downside. I'm looking at two levels. 63,175 to the upside, and then 57,600 to the downside. I will know what is likely to be the outcome upon the break of one of those two horizontals, and that's going to do it for Bitcoin here. Let's go ahead and move on to, I know people are interested. There's a lot of talk in the Blackfire Technical Analysis group today about the Hall of Fame. And what do we get about the Hall of Fame here? So I redid my charts. I had to clear it out. Here's the thing, you guys. Right, we're coming on new lows. Structurally, we're on lower lows here. Nice little bounce along the $2.20 region. Nice, right? Definitely tradable. Coming up, hitting that 21, getting rejected. Another comment. So if we're ranging, that means alt season. Seems why meme coins are pumping. I'm big on Matic. I can do Matic. I think I got a request for Matic. More or less, yes. But let's see. Let's actually just look. Altcoin. Not pumping. New all-time highs. Not pumping. Matic. Ooh, excuse me. Can't fucking type today. I still can't fucking type. Jesus Christ. Okay, so before I get into that, before I get into the Hall of Fame here, here's kind of how I look for altcoin season, right? Let's see if I can find it here. Let's see what Bitcoin dominance is doing. Is that Bitcoin dominance? Yeah, usually when Bitcoin dominance is coming down, I'm looking for altcoins to kind of, start doing their thing. We have a little bit of a test of resistance right now. Actually breaking fresh support, not confirmed as new tentative resistance yet until we see a closure below it. But yeah, when Bitcoin dominance is falling, yeah, typically I'm looking for altcoins to, again, that's altcoins. Okay, altcoins that don't follow Bitcoin, right? That's typically altcoins that follow Bitcoin. If Bitcoin dominance is down, typically altcoins that don't follow Bitcoin generally go up. But typically thinking, if Bitcoin dropped, let's just make a wild example. Let's say Bitcoin drops fucking $10,000 right now, right? Bitcoin drops $10,000. I am for sure expecting all the altcoins, especially versus the US dollar, to get shreked. Now, Mattis, if you're talking about altcoin season as far as altcoin versus Bitcoin, you might be right. I don't have any versus Bitcoin. I actually don't trade against Bitcoin here. I'm more of a US dollar kind of guy. But yeah, probably you would see altcoins pumping up against Bitcoin here, but against US dollar, not seeing too much evidence of that right now on some of the altcoins that I pay attention to. Link kind of doing nothing right now, VeChain kind of doing nothing right now, Ethereum, while basically cruising all-time highs, kind of consolidating a little bit. Ravencoin has been consolidating for like a fucking year. XRP consolidating, Litecoin consolidating. Yeah, again, against the US dollar, holy shit, I have 4 viewers. I've never had 4 viewers. Thank you so much for watching my stream, you guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell. If you're new, I think Mattis might be new here. Hit that subscribe button. Check out our Blackfire Technical Analysis Facebook group. You are more welcome to join. We have a Blackfire group chat that people are in conversations about different altcoins, different stocks, Bitcoin, all the talks and all the happening in that group chat. Join us if you'd really like to. If you like what you see, I like this stuff. I really like when people are asking me questions and challenging my knowledge. Even if I'm wrong, I could be wrong on a lot of the shit that I say. That's why I always tell everybody that I'm not a financial advisor, but I like when people come in and they're dropping comments and they're challenging and they're keeping the stream interesting. But as far as the question that you asked, buddy, again, versus the Bitcoin, you could be right, but versus the US dollar, 'tis not fucking altcoin season. Not just yet here. Unless you're talking about SHIB, which is absolutely disgusting. We'll get to that here. We're going to go ahead and move on back to the Hall of Fame. I know people are interested. What I'm looking at here is the first test of the 21 exponential here. for the first time since we broke it. It doesn't convince me of anything, but here is what is convincing here. You see stochastics breaking into the bearish control zone, finally seeing a little bit of momentum gaining, right? We're finally seeing a little bit of momentum here. A low being confirmed in the bearish control zone. Boom, back out of the bearish control zone. Exponential is positive. So I'm not gonna be confident with making any determinations here until at the very least we see an open and closure back above the 21 exponential. However, it is very possible. Holy shit, 5 viewers. What the hell is going on? Thank you for watching the stream, you guys. You guys are literally making my heart pump right now. I did not expect this today. Thank you for being here. To other YouTubers, 5 viewers is nothing, but to me, holy crap. 5 people took the time out of their night to get on here and watch my stream. So much appreciation, you guys. Again, if you're new to the channel, if you like what you see, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell. And just so you guys know, I am not here claiming to be a professional day trader. I am not at that level yet. I'm still learning. I'm still trading. I still have a day job, which is why I do these streams at night. Please understand that at the end of the day, I do these streams as my own personal trading journal, so that I can find, discrepancies in my trading ways and find ways to fix them, right? As well as entertainment and giving people my personal biased opinion on specific assets that they request. That's pretty much the purpose that we're here for. We're in for a long night. We're only 40 minutes in, you guys. I'm just giving you a heads up. This one could go for another hour and 20 minutes. I have a whole fucking list on Facebook here of requests that I still have to knock out. Again, 5 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I don't want to get emotional. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and move on. Again, hitting that 21 for the first time. Again, since we broke to the downside, I have not been bullish on the Hall of Fame for quite some time. Polo Molo, I did just do Bitcoin a little bit ago, but I can do a little bit of a recap here once I finish the Hall of Fame. I'll be more than happy to do that for you, bud. But for the Hall of Fame here, what do we see? Again, stochastics breaking the bearish control zone, RSI breaking the bearish control zone. What's concerning here is we're not really seeing expansion as price action moves to the upside. Again, expansion isn't an indication of direction of price action. Holy shit, 6 viewers. Stop it. What is going on? 6 viewers, dudettes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I just hit a milestone. I've never had 6 viewers. Again, other YouTubers might consider 6 viewers pathetic. But for me, a guy that's trying to grow, a guy that's trying to expand, 6 viewers in one stream is absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much. The appreciation, I can't even use words to explain how much I appreciate that you guys are here right now for the journey for Blackfire Technical Analysis. Again, if you're new to the channel and you want to be with us, you like what you see, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell. We are here Monday through Friday. Every once in a while, Saturdays. I like to spend time with my wife on Saturdays, but dude, 6 viewers. Hold on. I really do have to take a picture of this. Again, to me, this is colossal. 6 viewers is colossal, you guys. That's just evidence that all my work is not going in vain. There are people that like my content. There are people that enjoy what I'm doing, that enjoy my brutal attitude. Thank you, seriously, guys. Thank you for being here. Continuing on with the Hall of Fame here. Again, I gotta start over because I'm so stuck. I got 6 viewers right now. Looking at the Hall of Fame here again, another pump up to the first pump up to the 21 exponential that we've seen, the first test of the 21 that we've seen in a long time since we've broken below the 21 here. Now, this doesn't convince me of anything again unless we see an open and closure above the 21, at which point I will be looking for the next resistance all the way up here at $2.71. That would be a decent signal. Again, we are seeing momentum oscillators here kind of perk up here. With heft, right? When I see momentum turn up, I want to see heft, testicular heft, right? Girth, right? And, I was talking about all this formation in the past here, like, okay, yeah, we saw some crosses up, but nothing too significant here, and then boom, right? This is what I want to see when I see momentum turn to the upside. Jennifer Lynch in the house. Yeah, I'm glad to have you. She woke up to be here. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I got people waking up to be here. that really makes me happy, you guys. Thank you so much. But for this one, we did get a confirmed rejection of the 21 exponential. And again, I'm not saying that we can't see continuation for the Hall of Fame. All that tells me is, you know, I'm being patient, right? I'm not taking any positions. I'm not, you know, I trade the 21 here. The 21 is my main trading strategy when I do technical analysis and when I do, you know, my trade setups here. The 21 is my main trade strategy, but I will say this with confidence: in open and closure soon on that 21 exponential here, we will have a lot of evidence that suggests that this is potentially a very good trade here. Again, momentum oscillators turning to the upside, both on RSI and stochastics here. The only thing I need to see is a close above. Now, if we don't close above and we actually continue to reject this further down, we potentially could be looking at yet another lower high in the precipice of a series of lower highs in the bear market that is the Hall of Fame Village right now. And if we do confirm a lower high here, I would have no question to look for $2.17 as the first target to the downside, but likely that breaks if we confirm a lower high. I'd actually be looking for about $1.98, the original target. Again, I did redo my chart because I thought it was necessary, but this still remains a very valid target to the downside if we do see price action switch. Man, I got comments. Matani says, I'm in a group saying that if Bitcoin RSI goes under 50, price will go to 56K at least. That's my disposition on the Hall of Fame. Got a lot of Bitcoin talk in here tonight. Yeah, let's go ahead and cover that one more time. RSI below 50. Yeah. Again, we do have that diagonal trend line here to be in consideration of if we do see continuation to the downside, especially below the current support at 57.6, right? Easily. I don't know if I agree with the 56K. Hold on, let me look at it. Actually, that actually 56K. I think if price action forces RSI below the 50 read, that will likely be an indication of a break below 57,600 here. I could be wrong. But again, the most important factor, in my opinion, is the fact that if we see a break below 57.6 here, 56K is not going to be the target. 52,800 is going to be the target. Anywhere in this blue box territory is going to be the target. And again, I could be wrong. You know, the YouTube, you know, the guys that you're watching could definitely be right. I could be 100% wrong. You know, maybe the guy that you're watching is a full-time day trader. You know, doesn't have a day job except for trading, and is making a shit ton of money trading. But from the way I see it, the way I was taught, you know, I'm playing with horizontal support and resistances here, and likely we see a break of the 50 read if we see a break of 57,640, which would be an indication of price action to continue a little bit lower. Jennifer thinks the Hall of Fame comes up, hits 250 again. Yeah. I mean, we've kind of already met that $2.50 target here. The question is, do we reject or do we continue further up to the upside? Again, we are coming off of a new low, a structural lower low. And you know, again, it's tested the 21 for the first time since we broke below it, and that was all the way back here on the 27th of September, and we are in November now, so. Definitely, you know, from a bullish perspective, not good, but, you know, breaking above it now could be an indication of a little bit of price action continuation here. When was the last high? This was the last high that was called on RSI at 257, I believe, 258. I would be confident in saying maybe we are looking at a stop and a reversal point if we do take out that 258 region, and I would be looking for targets, you know, a little bit higher. But, you know, just like you said, Jen, you know, we could go up to that 250 region here, hit it and reject it, and that would just be another confirmation indicator that we see price action continue a lot further to the downside here. And again, that $1.98 target still remains valid until proven otherwise, and that proof otherwise would be an open and closure on new highs and above the 21 exponential, at which point, again, I play it level by level. I would be targeting 271 to be clear. That would be the first target that I would be looking for. Man, a lot of comments coming in here. Polo Molo said, I got a lot of reading here. Polomolo says BTC is still over 61K. Yeah, it is still over 61K, but that does not mean price action couldn't come up, we do see a pump up right now. We could see it pump up back up to this region here, reject, or we could see it break. We could easily see it break 63,000, and breaking 63,000 here convinces me that downside momentum is not the fucking course for this one. 73,000 is likely the course. BTC is still over, as we did just close a bullish month. Let's see the bullish monthly. Let's look at the monthly here. You're right. Bullish as fuck monthly. Yeah. But a bullish close on the monthly doesn't mean shorter term time frames couldn't dip. Shorter term time frames could definitely dip down to those lower $50,000 regions here into this blue box territory. Again, look at where the red 10 simple is. It would not be out of the question to see a massive wick. Boom. Even a 49,000 bucks here, which is just below my blue box territory on the daily time frame, would not be out of the question to see price action do a massive dip all the way down to that region first, and then recover to new all-time highs. But yeah, bullish, definitely bullish. New all-time highs confirmed on the monthly, confirmed on the weekly as well, I do believe. Yep, confirmed on the weekly. Basically going sideways for the last couple of weeks here. It's all about patience, you guys. It's all about patience. Man, I got a lot of comments coming in. I think we'll break that RSI trend line if we keep touching it. Yeah. Again, the more times the more times you see something being tested, the weaker that test becomes. And for RSI here, yeah, that is definitely. But again, you got to consider here. We have trend lines on some charts that we went over today that have way more tests. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 touches right now. Yeah, it's a little concerning. But I'm pretty sure if we go to NASDAQ here, we have one that 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe not. Maybe I don't have one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one has a lot more tests though. Dow Jones. No trend line. I don't have a trend line here. Maybe the dollar. What is the dollar saying? See, here's a good example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dude, a plethora of tests. Okay, when you're looking at a diagonal trend line, or any trend line for that matter, yes, you do have to err on the side of caution that a trend line being touched more and more times does weaken it technically. Again, per classical technical analysis theory, the more times a trend line is touched, the weaker that trend line inherently becomes. But here's a clear example of where that sometimes doesn't hold true. US dollar index testing this one, especially on RSI, multiple times, and still has yet to break to the downside. Although on the US dollar index here, it is looking a little weaker in my opinion, as far as price action is concerned in conjunction with RSI. Again, I do classify this little dip above the exponential and then a closure below it as a rejection. It's not the healthiest thing as far as the dollar is concerned, but yeah, that theory is definitely valid. I'm trying to get some sick entries. If it breaks 63, I'll mark it buy. I don't care. yeah, dude. If it breaks 63,000 and confirms that region as support, dude, I'm holding true. But I've been in a position on Bitcoin here ever since the low. Ever since the low was confirmed. I actually entered a day before on this wick low. I thought it was close enough to enter on the 21 here. Obviously, I should have waited a little longer, but close enough is close enough. And I've been holding this position above the 21 basically since entry. And again, from my trading strategy perspective, as long as Bitcoin holds above the 21 exponential here, I'm going to be looking for price action to continue onwards and upwards. I think it's time we do some requests here today. We did the Hall of Fame. We can do SHIB, just to give everybody a heads up. We did confirm a low right here. Whether that proves to be only time will tell. Again, this price action is extremely young. The analysis that I provide on an extremely young asset cannot be provided with confidence. You guys got to remember, anything that's less than 6 months old, I am not going to be confident with, and anything less than 3 years old, I'm not going to be fully confident with. Right, so I can provide an analysis on something that's like a year old, maybe a year and a half old, but even myself doing an analysis on an asset that young, you have to be cautious with things that are that young, right? And with SHIB here, obviously, I'm a long-term bag holder on SHIB, looking for the moon here. Just confirmed a low on the red 10 simple. Going to be looking for a test of the current all-time high at about 8,150 Satoshis. And that's it. Again, just moon. SHIB to the fucking moon, unless proven otherwise, and the only proof otherwise would be a change of behavior below the current support, which is at 6,500 Satoshis here, at which point I would be looking, targeting the yellow 21 exponential here as the downside target for price action. But that's where I'm going to leave it for SHIB. We have a request on the Facebook chat here for MMAT. So boom, nasty wick to the upside got sold into, but here's the thing that we're looking at, right? We do have a low, boom, right here, which would be classified technically as a structural high or low if we do see continuation with a secondary open and closure above the 21. We do see stochastics here expanding as well, exiting the bearish control zone just barely. I'd be more confident if we saw the exponential do the same, but nonetheless, we have a couple of signals here for potential entry. We do have RSI breaking that 50 read, which again is a critical signal, but again, please remember, via my trading strategy, this is an unconfirmed signal until at least we see a secondary candle closure, a secondary open and closure above the 21 exponential, at which point I will be calling a signal on MMAT for continuation to the next resistance, which is right here. About $5.48, and look, we did see price action skyrocket all the way to that price range here today. Hit that $5.50 target. Boom! Swift rejection to the downside. It didn't seem to do much with momentum oscillators, but it closed above the 21, which is an exciting indication here. Warning shots have been fired. Warning shots have been fired. Warning shots have been fired. So for price action, what I'm looking for here is confirmation. I'm looking for confirmation. The only thing, we have expansion of volatility above the moving average for the first time. I want to see that moving average confirm with a curl up and volatility to continue expanding. If this does prove to be a structural high or low here, I'm going to be looking for vast expansion to the upside. It does look like it might be one of those indications, but again, I want to see confirmation, right? I'm a confirmation trader. The initial break of the 21 doesn't tell me shit until we see it hold as support. Again, coming off of a potential structural high or low in conjunction with the last lower low here, could be something beautiful in formation here for MMAT. However, if we reject, I'll be looking for price action to fall back into this range here. I'll be looking for a downside target of $4.30, and then I would basically wait for some kind of signal after that, right? I don't like to do hindsight trading. I like to pay attention to the levels that are presented to me, and this is the first level to the downside here. If we do break that low here, we will have a confirmed change of behavior on the daily time frame here, and I will look for the downside target of $3.63 to be the next target here. But things look good. In my opinion, things look good for now. I don't like that massive sell wick, but again, that could just be people taking profits. I would wait for confirmation on this one for MMAT. To be quite honest with you, to be perfectly clear, I would wait for confirmation here. But other than that, MMAT does look good for continuation until proven otherwise. Moving on here, Fubo got a request for Fubo TV Incorporated. Oh my God! Oh, this is why I fucking love technical analysis here, you guys. Everybody. Again, while I'm not filthy rich just yet, I have high confidence in my abilities to trade technical analysis. High confidence. And what did I say, you guys? I was paying attention to that range for quite some time. I've been doing a little bit of analysis on the stream about Fubo here. And what did I say? A break above the upside of the range. I'm going to be looking for continuation. We got continuation with a break above the upside of the range here. We do see stochastics curling back up in the bullish control zone, looking for re-entry into the critical zone. That's bullish as fuck if I ever seen it. RSI here confirming a low, confirming the positively sloped exponential as support. Boom, continuing to new highs. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Again, a long-term diagonal trend line here still holding true as well. Nothing out of the ordinary here, and on expanding volatility as well. Very, very juicy here. I am going to be looking for, you know, now we got to start fucking pulling out different levels here. We got to start pulling out different levels. Just give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I did not expect Fubo to do this here. Again, expect nothing, prepare for everything. I was prepared for this, but I did not expect it. going to take our time here and look for potential levels to the upside. We already have that. Man, is that it? All right. Fresh. Woo! So what do we see here? Nice little bounce off the 21 exponential here. 21 exponential being forced back to a positive slope, a much more significantly positive slope. I do like that. This one screams continuation. New highs confirmed, change of behavior confirmed. Wouldn't be out of the question to see a pullback. Test it. $30.40 as tentative support, but I would even go as far as saying a secondary closure above there already confirms it as support, and if that condition is met, I'm going to be looking for this resistance to get blown through. I'm actually going to be targeting this region here, somewhere around I'd say $37 even. And again, momentum oscillators definitely painting the picture very clearly here. Oh, comments. Can you take a look at Mara? And I bought a decent amount of puts. I'm going to give you guys a heads up. I can't do anything to help you on options yet. I'm not there in my career. I'm actually waiting for options trading. Okay, I have a feeling I have some new viewers. To the new viewers, I learned from a guy named Eric Crown, at Crown's Crypto Cave. You've probably heard of him if you're trading crypto. He is the one that I've learned all of my shit from. I think he's easily the best YouTuber for trading on the platform. I learned all of my stuff from him. He does have an options program that I have not yet purchased that I do plan to purchase. So as far as options is concerned, I can't help you because I don't know shit about options. But as far as general price action, I can help you with. But for Fubo here, again, generally just absolutely awesome. I'm looking for continuation until proven otherwise. The only proof otherwise would be a complete reversal below the current support, or the potential support at $30.30 here. If that condition is met, I'll be targeting the next support down at 27.55. But this one is looking really juicy. Momentum is looking really juicy. I think this one continues to the upside. I got a request for Mara. Is that a crypto? Mara? Is that Marathon? Can you give me a heads up? Polo Molo, can you tell me if that's 7 fucking viewers? Holy shit! 7 viewers. Thank you so much for dropping by. Thank you so much for watching the stream. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Tick that little bell. Sorry I have to take time. Congratulations. Anybody that's here, you are witnessing my most viewed stream at one time ever. I've never had 7 viewers. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I have to take a picture of it. This is a milestone for me. This is just evidence that all of my work, again, is not going to vain. All the work that I'm putting into my trade, to my craft, to my analysis is holding true and is starting to attract some viewers. No, it's not a crypto. It's a stock connected to... Okay, so I have Marathon. Marathon, is that the right ticker? Because the first one that comes up is Marathon. Marubeni Corp. Capitalcom, Marathon Patent Group. I'm not sure the ticker, good sir. Mara is a miner. I'm not sure. The only Mara that I get is Marathon here. New all-time highs. But if it's connected to cryptocurrency, maybe a different ticker. It's Marathon. Oh, it's Marathon. Oh, okay. So we're doing Marathon. Let's take a look at Marathon. Bullish as fuck, actually. We're gonna have to get fibs out. Okay. So I've never looked at Marathon. We're gonna have to put some horizontals into play here. Boom. No, not new all-time highs. It looked like new all-time highs for just a second. Consolidation for sure. And then we got to get the fibs out here. We got to get the fibs out. All right, let's get the fib. Boom. We'll do all-time high to current structural low. Okay, so we see Marathon here gearing up for new all-time highs. We do see consolidation right now, a very short-lived consolidation, but consolidation nonetheless. We're seeing price action putting a lot of pressure on that resistance right here. I would be very comfortable in saying if we break 56.50 here and confirm new all-time highs, followed by a secondary candle closure above the breakout point to confirm new tentative support. I would be looking for extension of the 1 spot 272 here, right around 66 spot 64, give or take a few dollars here, but that would be the first general target, which I'll mark off, boom, with a horizontal. And again, anytime we see new all-time highs at a Fibonacci extension target, I'm always looking for potential sell pressure. Again, not catastrophic sell pressure, just always looking for profits to be taken along that region. I would expect some red days as a result, again, if the condition is met. However, we did just see a little bit of a rejection of the top side resistance here, which tells me it's very possible to see consolidation continue here, although we're seeing that consolidation here rise a little bit. Again, the pressure is on to the upside. What makes me think this one likely breaks sooner rather than later is this. Boom. Lows confirmed with a re-entry into the bullish control zone. Barely, but close enough is close enough. This could be the structural low that we're looking for here to send price action to new all-time highs. We do see stochastics here bouncing and curling back up in the bullish control zone. I fucking love that signal here. Looking for, again, new all-time highs. Again, this one looks like it's gearing up for a liftoff into new all-time high territory here. Very, very juicy. Yeah, fire. Oh my god, my lady. Go to bed, Alicia. Go to bed. My wife just commented, fire. Thanks for watching, my love. I love you. I hope you're struggling to sleep, and I do apologize for that, but sorry. I wish I could help you, love. Alicia Jade Skinner just commented in the comment section some fire emojis. She's supposed to be asleep right now, but she can't sleep. I'm so sorry. I wish I could help you. I'm sending all the love your way, lovely lady. Love you. But marathon, fucking juicy. Looking real good. Look at, and again, it goes without saying, you guys, I'm a 21 exponential trader here, and as long as price action remains above that 21, there is no bearish sentiment coming out of my mouth about marathon. I'm going to go ahead and move on. BITF is the next request here. BITF. Polo Molo, no, I appreciate you. I've never seen your name in the YouTube channel. Thank you for being here. Seriously, man. I have two new names, two new faces coming into the channel. I hope you guys subscribe. I hope you guys come through the channel. Thank you for your support. Seriously, I appreciate you. I appreciate the hell out of you for coming in and dropping some requests and dropping some fire conversation about different assets. It's 7. I've never had 7 viewers. I took a freaking picture of it. I've never had 7 viewers at one time. I've definitely hit a milestone. Thank you so much for being here. But we got some bit farms here to talk about. And again, this is another one of those examples of where I cannot be confident, but we do see the diagonal trend line on this one holding true. We do see stochastics here curling back up. If we escape the bearish control zone on this one, I would confirm that as a test and a support of the bearish control zone, right? Excuse me. Yeah, I would, if we do see our stochastics here escape the bearish control zone, I will confirm that it's never really been in control of the bears within this structure here. I will consider that a test and confirmation of support in that region. RSI here, bouncing, boom, right back above the 50 read here in an uptrend formation. But again, look at how young this asset is here. I could be absolutely incorrect with any disposition on this asset, but we are seeing a break of support at the current moment in time. We did confirm a break of support. I will be looking for a back test to confirm it as tentative support before continuing to the next resistance here at $5.81. If we break 581 and confirm it as support, I'll look for the next level somewhere around 645. And yes, momentum oscillators definitely paint a decent picture as far as the potential possibility to see that that price action come to fruition. However, if we reject and break back below, I'll look for the diagonal trend line here at about $5 even to be tested. And if we break that diagonal trend line, I think things get a little bit more ugly for this asset to the downside, with $4.30 being the tentative target to the downside. But from a structural standpoint, I do have to say this one looks pretty decent until proven otherwise, and all of the analysis that I just provided on this asset is 100% bullshit due to the fact that it's not even 6 months old yet. It's not even 6 months old yet. I cannot be confident in any analysis on any asset that's not even 6 months old yet. And more to the point, anything that's remotely less than a year old, I still can't be confident on. It's the more mature assets that I have confidence on because they have more history, right? Technical analysis is the art and application of technical indicators off of past price action to generate inferences of the possibilities of future price action, right? So without history, I can't make solidified, confident inferences of potentials of price action to come in the future, right? Give me 1 second. I never expected this tonight, you guys. To be quite honest with you, I was prepared for it, but I was never expecting all the viewers that I have right now. I'm on cloud fucking 9 right now. I'm feeling real good, real good about the channel tonight. So we're going into some crypto here. .USD is the next request. Polkadot US dollar. I think Binance is the one I had it on. This is a dog shit chart. Gonna clear it. Boom. Okay. So. So Polkadot coming on new all-time highs right now. Let's get some horizontals put into this bad boy. Gets a little quiet when I have to clear a chart here. So I mean, this one looks eerily similar to Bitcoin here, except new all-time highs continuing here. Just coming off of a little bit of a consolidation phase. I haven't looked at .USD for quite some time, but coming off of a very, very nice consolidation phase here. Stochastics curling back up here, basically testing that 50 read. Again, close enough is close enough. It didn't exactly hit the 50 read, but close enough is close enough. And look at the reaction of price action upon that back test. Boom! Breaking the consolidation here. Now, seeing a little bit of a pullback right now, not out of the question. Not out of the question. We do have to get our fibs here to basically get an idea of where potentially this one might land. Fibs. Structural high, structural low. I would be looking for $58 as the next tentative target here. Again, momentum oscillator as far as stochastics curling to the upside, looking really juicy. And that reaction off the 21 exponential here, boom, sending price action to new all-time highs. The only thing that's a little concerning is our RSI here. Again, we've seen that rejection plenty of times here. I'll get excited if we could see price action continue, hold support at the breakout point, and then continue with RSI breaching the bullish control zone. That would be very exciting for price action, in my opinion here. As far as this one's concerned, though, coming on new all-time highs, I am looking for the one spot 272 until proven otherwise, and the only proof otherwise would be a reversion below the 21 exponential here. Conservatively, though, below $45 here, the current breakout point would be a little concerning, but this clearly looks like a breakout. This is this is clearly a breakout, you guys. Expanding volatility here, back above the moving average. That is a decent signal, in my opinion, as far as the violence, the chaos in the market here. I like Dots. Dots looking pretty decent right now, and definitely looking for more all-time highs, in my opinion. Again, a little bit of a sell-off. You kind of have to be looking for sell-offs. Even without a Fibonacci extension target being met, you kind of have to be looking for some kind of sell pressure on the shorter-term time frames here upon achieving new all-time highs. And we're getting just that. A little bit of a top call on the 4-hour time frame. A little bit of an escape below the bullish control zone here. Stochastics looking a little curly here as well. Again, sell pressure on new all-time highs, and not to be out of the question. And gotta kind of expect that here. But from a daily perspective here, continuation is the game here. Continuation is what I'm looking for on the daily time frame. 7 fucking viewers, you guys. Absolutely, seriously, thank you so much for being here. V-Chain, gonna look at some altcoins. VET-USD. See, this one not looking as hot. Still consolidating, in my opinion. A range is a range until the end of the range here. We're gonna clear this chart. I haven't looked at this one in a hot minute either here. We're going to get some new horizontals printed on this bad boy. Boom. Current resistance. Boom. Current resistance. Boom. Consolidation. There's your evidence of consolidation right there. We'll get one more, and I think we're good right there. See, we're getting that stochastics curl to the upside here. Again, all these curls, all of these active curls, right, are kind of unconfirmed. I need confirmation on some of these curls up here, but we remain above the 21 exponential. We're above the red 10 simple here, basically testing it as support right now. I would say if we do test that as support and confirm, a pop up to the current resistance here wouldn't be out of the question at 14 cents. Any closure above the 14-cent support, I will look for that to back test as new tentative support, but I would be looking for tests as a result of the 15-cent range here. Again, if confirmed. If confirmed, right? This one's kind of slowly stair-stepping its way to the upside here. I would have to say pressure is to the upside, but RSI is a little concerning. We do see RSI below the exponential here, and the exponential is technically negatively sloped right now, and we're looking at a potential rejection of it once more. But again, I need to see a little bit more price action play out. We are in a range right now, and the most important factor for a range, in my opinion, again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my own trading, opinion here, but the range is what matters. The supports that are holding the range right now is what matters. A break below 12.5 cents here likely is the picture that you need painted for continuation to the downside to the next level, somewhere around 11 cents. However, on the flip, any closure above 14 cents here likely sends price action to the current top, right around 15.5 cents. And then once we see price action around that 15.5 cent region, we can start talking about future potentials, with different horizontals to the upside. Not much to talk about, but this is kind of the pivotal point. Closure above 15.5 cents is kind of that pivotal point that likely sends price action launching to the north, right? And again, you got to consider here the range, very evident. Anytime volatility is crushed, you guys, I'm always looking for those consolidations, those ranges, that slow, boring price action. And volatility is definitely painting the picture here. We're definitely seeing consolidation, and until that consolidation phase comes to a resolution here, I'm going to be looking for the same consolidation until proven otherwise. Moving on here, Link USD. Actually got that one here, if I can find it. No, that's versus Bitcoin. Versus Bitcoin actually looking like fucking dog shit. Where is Link? I thought I had the ticker here pulled up. There it is. Boom. Same thing here with Link. A little bit of a consolidation period. Volatility absolutely crushed. Reverting to the upside with stochastics. Technically confirming a higher low. Breaking resistance, yes, breaking resistance, confirming a new high, so maybe this one's likely to continue further up. We do see a little bit of a back test of the red 10 simple here. Maybe this is the confirmation of new tentative support that we need. But if we do get that confirmation, I will be looking for a new high above 32.60, and if that's confirmed here, I'll be looking for this region, 35 bucks even. Would be the target that I'm looking for, but more or less the same here. A little bit of that chop right now, and until we see something more definitive here, things are going to be a little bit more boring, to be quite honest with you. Give me 1 second. Down to 4 viewers. Maybe I bored somebody. Maybe I went to different assets and kind of started boring them, but it's okay. We are here. It's kind of the same as the other assets, except for DOT. DOT looks fucking phenomenal here, but kind of the same thing as VeChain. We do see a little bit of a break right now, and if we see confirmation of new tentative support, I'd look for the next level, and again, keep it level by level. And we do see RSI a little bit more healthy above the exponential here, but again, this is kind of like a little bit of a chop, right? This is just chop right now. Not really looking for it to break out unless we take out the current top at $32.5. And until that condition is met here, maybe just wait for this to confirm its support. And if it doesn't here, if it doesn't confirm its support on this region here, I would be looking for a pull back into the 21 exponential at the very most right now. And if we do break below that 21 exponential, I'll be looking for price action to go level by level to the downside. First target being 27.75, and that's kind of where I would leave it. But for now, that's kind of how price action is. It is stair stepping to the upside. We are accumulating higher lows along the way, and that's definitely bullish in my opinion. But as far as the overall asset is concerned, we have a big goal to accomplish if we are to see this one continue bullishly. The current top here, we need to see that taken out from a bullish perspective if I'm going to be massively bullish on Link USD here. What's next? WNDW. I'm pretty sure I did this one in the past. Solar Window Technologies. Oh yeah, it's been a minute since I've done this one. It's been a minute. Some of these horizontals still holding true. Yeah, it's in an uptrend. The trend is your friend until the end of the trend, confirming a higher low right here, but getting met with resistance right along this region here at $6.50. I would be confident in saying we need to see price action break $6.50. This one actually being one of the worse off charts. Structurally though, yeah, macro higher low confirmed. Generally speaking, I am looking for continuation on this one here. You know, it's above the 21, but volatility is expanding. Give me a sec. I need to think about this one. Below the red 10 simple, but above. I mean, it's consolidating between two moving averages here. I would be confident in saying, you know, if we see a break. We see a break of this resistance level here at $6.50 here. I would be confident in saying the next pop-up target would be back up to that $7.67 region here. But the fact that we popped up to that region and then boom, broke a support. Yeah, it still looks bullish, but again, I need to see continuation, right? I don't want to see a decline. Any closure below $5.70 here. We have different things to talk about, right? We have different things to talk about. The next target to the downside, realistically, in my opinion, would be about $4.85. But you know, coming off of a potential macro higher low, I kind of have no choice but to be, you know, bullish. RSI doesn't look decent, printing bearish divergence. Actually, printing bearish divergence here. Excuse me, not RSI. Stochastics printing bearish divergence, and that bearish divergence has played out. Again, a break above a resistance right now would confirm a fresh cross to the upside, which would be inherently bullish for the uptrend. We would have 3 consecutive higher lows on stochastics. That would be delicious. RSI sideways. I don't like these choppy sideways unclean charts, you guys. I'm not always fully confident on these choppy, you know. I like clean charts, right? I like to trade clean charts. I can analyze charts that aren't so clean, but then my confidence in them becomes a little, you know, less confident. Just for the simple fact that, number one, this is a penny stock in my opinion. This is definitely a penny stock. Penny stocks are unreliable, and you know, penny stocks usually fail. But this one holding, you know, a trend line, a macro trend line, holding it true, and I would just play it level by level. The first level I'm looking for is 650 here to the upside. If broken, I would look for the next horizontal resistance at $7.70 into the downside. If we break $5.70, I would be looking for the next support at $4.83. But you know, RSI is above the 50 read. I like it. It's looking weak, but stochastics is curling to the upside on the 50 read. That's decent. Patience is what I would say here. I would actually wait for a crucial indication to tell me the direction of this price action potentially. And until then, that's kind of it. SLI, I do believe, is probably a dog shit chart, right? Standard lithium. No, this one's dog shit. Absolutely dog shit. But technically, significantly macro higher low here, continuing all the way up through my horizontal resistance levels. Looking bullish as ever. Haven't done this one in quite some time, but I would have to say here, continuation is the main game of this here. We are seeing some of that coiling action in the bullish controls, or excuse me, the bullish critical zone. 1, 2, 3 higher lows. I like it. It's bullish. It's definitely bullish here, coming off of significantly. Like, this is just a disgusting chart, to be quite. I would have never have traded this chart here. But I will say, for this chart, for the first time ever in its history, we are getting some clean price action, right? We always got these dots, right? This unclean, choppy bullshit in the past, and then, you know, as soon as we see a significant correction here, we're finally starting to see some structure, some formation here. I do like that here. Maybe this one's turning its act around. We do see RSI here bouncing off the exponential after confirming a top. Boom. I like that for continuation as well. I am going to be looking for price action to test 13.38. And if we do see a break above there, 15.70 becomes the next tentative target. Again, higher low structure. The trend is your friend until the end of the trend. And until the trend comes to an end, that's kind of how I'm viewing it. The thing that would convince me otherwise would be a break below the 21 exponential, right around 10 spot 45. Any open and closure below the 21 exponential would confirm a change of behavior on the daily time frame, and I would have no choice but to look for the next level down, which would be this region here. This is kind of an inconsequential horizontal. This would be the next level that I'd be looking for. Right around 8 spot 65 to the downside would be the first target if we do confirm that open and closure below the 21. Again, this is the higher low that we're looking at structurally. Any closure below there would be indicative of a change of behavior on the daily time frame. So that's kind of how it's going to be for SLI. What's next? OSTK. I'm certain as fuck I've never looked at that one. OSTK. Overstock.com Incorporated. First thing I gotta look is the weekly. I mean, this just looks like a fucking massive bull flag on the weekly. Triangle formation, ascending triangle maybe? Let's go to the daily. I mean, I don't know anything about this asset. So let's get some technical indicators in right now. Current resistance, a little bit of a liquid here, liquid zone right here. You know, from a macro standpoint, I mean, you know, we're consolidating off of new all-time highs. I do believe. Let's go to the monthly to make sure that that sentiment is true. Yeah, that sentiment is true. Definitely looks bullish, man. It definitely looks, from a monthly perspective, this one looks fucking great. But I trade the daily here. The daily looking not as bad either here. Seeing a little bit of a boom above resistance right here. Actually got to make a little correction on that resistance. Yeah, nice little boom, confirmed it as support, seeing a little bit of sell pressure, not out of the question, but here's what's really interesting. We do see volatility expanding to the max while price action continues its uptrend. I do like that indication here. RSI, after that bounce on the 50 read, a perfect touch of the 50 read, boom, breaks into the bullish control zone. Now, it wouldn't be out of the question to see a pullback here, you know, into support, right? It wouldn't be out of the question to pull into support, maybe confirm another higher low. That's kind of how this one looks to play. It goes up for a little bit, you know, low and up, low, boom, low. I'd be looking for another low here, but at the end of the day, momentum is up. Stochastics, boom, up. I love that coiling stuff. I love seeing a cross up in the bullish control zone. That just screams bullish price action here. Now, things might be a little volatile. So we could see, you know, massive swings of price action in both directions, but generally speaking, we're coming in an uptrend here. I always look at the lows here in conjunction with the highs. The only thing that would convince me that this isn't an uptrend is the fact that we haven't seen a new high yet, but we do have a formation to be in consideration of. Boom, right fucking here. And look at that. We have broken that triangle formation. I do believe this one, you know, comes to resolution in a bullish, formation. Fucking beautiful. This one's beautiful right now. I would be, again, this is just my personal bias, but I would be looking for general continuation on this asset as a whole. Next target being 103 bucks here. If we break 103 bucks, things get real interesting, and if we break the current high at 110 bucks, things get fucking colossally interesting for this price action here. As price action likely starts playing around with those new all-time highs, we're gonna have to get Fibonacci extension levels out here. This one not looking too shabby at all. Not too shabby at all. This one actually resolving the formation in a bullish way. Actually, what is the measured move here? Oh my god. Again, this doesn't mean it has to play out this way. All this tells us is that the potential for this measured move here screams new all-time highs, somewhere around 150 bucks. I like it. I like it for continuation, guys. This one looks pretty decent. We're going to go ahead and move on. Grill, G-R-I-L. I think that's another one that I've never seen before. G-R-I-L. Muscle Maker. Who wants to get some fucking muscles? Holy shit! All right, this one not old enough. Maybe it is old enough. No, it's not old enough. What the fuck is this? So here we have 2009. Something like an 11-year halt. What is that? So, yeah, my sentiment remains. This one is not old enough for me to be extremely confident, but it is over a year old, and for its entire year, it has been looking like straight colossal dog shit. Very, 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 very big explosion. 50% here as an explosion, but it's a penny stock, guys. I'm looking at this like a supernova formation. I'm looking for this one to dump, to be quite honest with you. Again, I have no faith whatsoever in trends for penny stocks, but you know, this one just kind of colossally being bearish for its entire existence, and then just boom. It'll be interesting to see what price action does, but again, I have no faith in penny stocks. We did break resistance, confirming new highs. If we hold and confirm $1.50 here as tentative support, I would be looking for the next level here, which we did meet with resistance at about $1.71, unless we just continue. RSI looking unrealistic as fuck, straight up. Vertical, straight up. I hate penny stocks. Again, my personal bias is that this one fucking dies. This one gets completely shreked. I know what a supernova is when I see one. I took Timothy Sykes' fucking penny stock program, and this is definitely a supernova type-esque move here, where you see, you know, a boom, possible continuation as a result, and then absolute Shrek City for anybody involved as a result. But as far as this one is concerned, coming off of you know, all-time lows here, and then explosive price action movement, 50%. I do believe this one is possibly manipulated. And look, you can see the difference here with RSI here absolutely being vertical, and then your stochastics here almost showing nothing as a result of that momentum. It's been straight up for a little while now, and you didn't really see too much more action out of stochastics. To be realistic, again, I try to be realistic with you guys. I'm trying to keep my bias out of this. Pay attention to the levels. If we hold $1.53 as support here, yeah, I do believe continuation to the next zone here is possible. Any closure above $1.70 here confirms new highs once again, and I would look for continuation all the way back up to about $2 here. If we see this continue as rejection below this support level here, which isn't even confirmed as support, right? Nothing is confirmed as a result of this move just yet. You cannot assume that a price is just going to continue to be absolutely colossally explosive as a result of a 50% day, especially in penny stocks. But confirmation is key. That's why I look for confirmation, guys. So if we do get confirmation above this support here at $1.50 here, I would be like, yeah, maybe we see some continuation. But if it does what I think it's going to do, and swiftly comes back down below $1.50, I will be looking for its original breakout point at $1.26, and ultimately for this one to completely fail and crash to absolutely nothing. Again, this stock, I don't know if it's a trading view error or what, but this one, you know, this one actually, you know, became real in 2008, and then had one candle print for 2008, one candle print, two candles print for 2008, one candle print for 2009. One candle, two candles, three candles, four candles, five candles for 2009 print, and then all of a sudden, nothing, 2020. What does that mean? That means, in my opinion, that this asset is fucking dog shit. Just saying. You get announced in 2008, you have maybe a week of a week of price action, and then you do nothing for 11 years. Tells me this one's likely dog shit, and it's been playing like dog shit bearishly ever since. But again, I could be wrong. Again, what I'm saying could be just a bunch of smoke and mirrors. This one could go to the fucking moon. I could be wrong tomorrow, whatever. But from the evidence that's being presented to me, my personal bias is this is a pump and dump. This is an asset that has no bearings as far as technical indications is concerned, and this one likely gets sold into, and you know, people take profits, and this one absolutely gets crushed coming into tomorrow. So again, I could be wrong, but it's a penny stock, and I don't like penny stocks. LCID is the next one, and then we have one more. If anybody has any requests before the stream comes to an end, I wanted to just stretch this one out to 2 hours, but Seems like an hour and 30 minutes is it so far. Lucid Group Incorporated is next. I've actually done analysis on this one, and we do have a breakout to talk about here. A little bit of consolidation on the new all-time highs. Not all-time highs, excuse me, new highs. We do have a couple of resistance levels to consider. Ooh, look at that, how that one lines up. Confirming support right now. We do see RSI kind of curling over a little bit. Definitely indicative of some sell-off pressure. It wouldn't be out of the question to see price action revert a little bit, confirm a higher low, and then continue. But momentum oscillators look really great. Stochastics north. RSI, again, a little bit of pressure to the downside, but in the bullish control zone nonetheless. Everything screams bullish about this one. Volatility expanding once again. Moving average going flatline. I'm curious to see if volatility, moves the moving average to the north once again. That would be very exciting. But the fact that we confirm this region here as support and continue to test it as support tells me that the next target is going to be the all-time high, $60. If we get anywhere near $60 on this asset, I'm gonna have to pull out fibs, which I'll do. I'll just fucking say fuck it and do it now. Pull out the fibs here. Let's see what the fibs tell us. No. Boom. We have a lot of work. Bulls have a lot of work here if they want to send this one further north here. But again, a break below support, 35 spot 15. I would be looking for the top side of the blue box territory around $30 even to be the potential higher low region for this asset. But if we continue to hold it as support and continue to see price action drag its way up, I will be looking for the all-time high at $60 as the next tentative target. But again, this asset not too old. Let's see when it came out. 2020. It's just over a year old. It just turned one last month, 2 months ago, actually, the 18th of September. It just turned 1 year old. So, again, confidence with this analysis is very, very, very low. But I'm still going to do it. I'm going to stick with it and say, watch support. Watch the $35 support here. If it breaks, it wouldn't be out of the question to see a pullback here, all the way down to $30 even. This, in my opinion, is a critical location for price action. If confirmed a higher low on this region, I'd be targeting that $60 region. But if we break back into that blue box territory here, then the trend itself, in my opinion, becomes threatened, and I will be looking for potential lows to be taken out. This is the low that we're looking at right now. If we close any higher low above 23 spot 70 here, that's fair game for a higher low structure. Any closure below there destroys the trend, in my opinion. But that's going to do it for LCID. What's next? W. I hope it's Wayfair. I hope it's Wayfair, because if it's not Wayfair, I'm doing analysis on the wrong asset. This one looks bad. No, not so bad. Again, when in doubt, pull out. I mean, it's definitely in a downtrend right now. We just saw a fresh break of the 21 exponential here. Let's get some horizontals into play. I don't like the fact that we're consolidating on our lows right now, right? It's not always a good sign to see consolidation on the lows. Let's see here. Let's take a look at it. Is it still consolidating? Did we break the range? Yeah, we broke. Okay. All right. So we see a little bit of a range breaking here, and momentum oscillators already really extended for just barely breaking a range here. Ooh, I got a comment. Yeah, it's Wayfair. Okay, cool. Secondary candle closure above the 21 exponential is a signal. Again, I have to throw my hands up in the air. When it comes to following my own trading rules, this is one that I follow to a fucking T, and that is the 21 exponential here. We do have a open and closure above the 21 exponential here in confluence with a break of resistance. I like it. I like it for continuation. Stochastics here bouncing off the 50 read. Boom. Continuing further north. RSI here. Confirming new highs, inching closer to that 50 read here. I would be confident in saying if we close above that support and confirm it as support tomorrow, we likely see RSI break that 50 read, and we have 3 ways of confirmation here. I would take a trade, excuse me, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I would be confident in taking a trade on that 21 exponential here. Again, that's me. me personally, I would take this position for a general target. The next target being to the upside, this low here. Boom, would be my first target, 262 even. If we see a break above 262 even, I'm looking for like 290 to the upside here. And again, things look juicy. Things look juicy on this one. And again, you know, huge formation on the all-time highs here. A little bit of a downtrend, not out of the question, but this could definitely prove to be a macro high or low in conjunction with this fucking thing here before continuing to new all-time highs. I do like the formation. I also like the confluence of signals here with the 21 exponential for continuation, and unless proven otherwise, that's kind of my disposition, continuation, and the only proof otherwise at this current moment in time would be a complete retracement back below the 21 exponential, at which point I would be looking for the consolidation period to continue on. But again, volatility is expanding here, moving averages to the up. We are seeing a expansion phase right here, and I do believe likely that expansion phase is to the upside. I'm going to give everybody like 2 minutes here to drop any requests if you have any, because that's probably going to do it. I fulfilled all the requests on the post for Blackfire here today. I've fulfilled all of the requests in the comments. If you have any requests, now's the time to drop them. I'm going to take a sit back real quick, take a little bit of a sippy. And just to mention to everybody, I hit an all-time high with viewers today. I feel so good right now. I feel so good right now. The fact that I've had 7 viewers. And again, I know there are a lot of YouTube guys out there that do this kind of niche here, and you know those guys get like thousands of viewers every time and all that stuff. But as a new content creator, again, this is me striving to create content, and 7 viewers in one video definitely has boosted my confidence. Definitely kind of lifted me up, and I have to say I appreciate the shit out of you guys coming through. I'm currently sitting with 4 viewers right now. Even that's kind of a new thing here. Is like it's usually just 1 or 2 viewers that are sitting and watching. Sometimes it's nobody. But I come on here on a Monday, kind of preparing for the best and preparing for the worst, and the best was far exceeded here. At max I'm looking at 4 viewers, but today I got 7, and that kind of like made me feel good, you guys. It really made me feel good. Oh, did I get a request? Ooh, BTG and NMR. We're gonna do BTG first. B2 Gold Corporation, NYSE ARCA. Oh, bad. This one looks bad. This one looks fucking awful right now. Could be a structural high or low, a macro high or low. Yes, definitely. And some of these assets are just really choppy, just real chop-like, right? I'm not liking this one. I'm not liking it. It looks choppy. It looks weak. We just broke support, looking to confirm new tentative resistance. But we are coming off of a macro low. And the thing is for this one, like, does this prove to be a macro low? What is the weekly telling me? Actually, let's look at the monthly. The monthly looks like fucking horse shit. But this could, again, definitely prove to be the macro stop and reverse point for this one. Weekly, again, yeah, this one could easily be the stop and reverse point, the macro high or low that we're looking for. But the daily does not look, the daily does not look all too pleasing right now. What I need to see is the 21 exponential hold as support. We did see it hold today. I need to see continuation. If we see a continuation drive and a low call on RSI here for this asset, I will be convinced that continuation to new heights is possible. I would actually be looking for 450 to break to the upside, and I would actually be targeting about $4.80 to the upside. However, if we reject and close below the 21 exponential, I think things get a little bit nastier. Again, when in doubt, pull out, and we can see that we are in the precipice of a massive downtrend right now that has been playing out basically a year. Maybe this is the time that we go into a bull market for this asset. Maybe not. Again, if we confirm a lower high here, again, some of these highs, and that's why I try to remind you guys, sometimes a high and a low is inconsequential to the structure of the asset. And these highs right here don't mean shit to me at all. Especially if this confirms to be a bearish continuation lower high. Because if this does confirm as a bearish continuation lower high, we're going to be seeing lows lower than this region here, below $3. But the 21 is my friend. The trend is your friend. We are looking at a higher low, higher high structure at the current moment in time. We do have an uptrend in consideration here. But the question is, do we continue that trend, right? Do we continue to see the momentum swing to the upside? RSI suggests possibly yes. Stochastics looking a little more fucking scary here, threatening that critical zone, that 80 read here to the downside. If we close below the 21 exponential here with a stochastics break below that critical read, I'm going to take that as a short signal here, especially if we confirm the 21 as new tentative resistance. I will be looking for, boom. I'm actually going to eliminate this. I'd actually be looking for this right here, $3.70 as a target to the downside and likely lower. However, if we confirm this region here with a higher low on the 21 exponential, again, I'm going to be targeting much higher targets, somewhere around 480 first and maybe even higher. But again, I need to see momentum oscillators kind of like paint the picture a little bit for me on that one here. NMR. All right, guys, this will be the last one for the night. NMR. Fucking bad. Absolutely bad. Continuation. Straight up. This one's going to the dirt. Let's get some indicators here. Can you stop being a dick? Thank you. Yeah, this one looks bad. What is this asset? Infinitely consolidating? Because that's what I see. Infinite consolidation. Pump, bear market. Pump, bear market. Pump. I mean, it opened with... Oh, it goes back. It opened with a pump and a bear market. And then a pump, and then a bear market. And then a pump. And each consecutive pump has been a lower high. Boom. Lower high. Boom. Lower high. This one looks bad. This one looks bad, man. This one looks like it wants to die right now. Closures below 445. Not gonna be good. To be quite honest with you. Not gonna be good for this one. NMR. I hope I got the right asset, Jennifer, but this one looking like it wants to... RSI in the bearish control zone, rejecting the negatively sloped exponential, printing more bearish divergence, not good. Our stochastics here, rejecting the 50 read, boom, back to the downside, not looking too good either. I would be very confident in saying that if price action breaks 445, decline is the only possibility. $4.20 would be the first target to the downside, but likely we see this one continue to new lows. Again, this one pumps and goes to new lows, pumps and goes to new lows, pumps and goes to new lows. So again, past price action is not indicative of future market results, but you can pull this chart out and see the evidence here. This one just achieves new lows, and then achieves more new lows, and then achieves more new lows. Will this one do the same? This one looks like a pump and dump, man. This one not ever consistently continuing with a bull market nor a bear market. Again, this one, it looks like infinite consolidation here. This one's so... I hate assets like this, man. This one looking for decline. To be quite honest with you, clearly consolidating below the 21 exponential here, and then finally breaking. As long as price action remains below that 21 exponential, I'm going to be looking south, and all the momentum oscillators paint that picture here. And I think that's going to wrap it up for the stream today. Hour 48, going on an hour 50. That's the longest stream I've ever had. This is the most viewers I've ever had at one time. Seriously, everybody, thank you so much. Seriously, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of what we're trying to build here. Thank you for being a part of expanding what we're building here. Thank you for sharing your knowledge, obtaining knowledge that I can provide. Thank you for being a part of the community. Thank you for being a part of the family. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. 1,000 thank yous to all of you that watched. And if you are new again and you like what you see, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell. Jennifer says thanks a bunch for all your help. Hope you have a good night. I hope you have a good night too. I hope everybody stays, you know what it is. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, everybody.